Hey, it's louisity again, and I just finished another book series. Hoorah! Hoorah! So I just finished another book series for you all, so I'm going to talk about the Dark Divine series. So it's written by Bree Despain, and it's a trilogy, a paranormal trilogy, so let's get started. So the first in the series is entitled The Dark Divine. Now, this is the first book. We get to meet Grace Divine, who happens to be like the main character of the story. She's like this normal teenage girl whose father is a pastor and her mother was dealing with some, mental issues. And then she meets this guy who seems strange and all. And then she finds out that um, the guy that she likes is a werewolf. So, to me, this book, I picked it up when I was back in 2015 in NBS warehouse sale, and I was like, okay, the price is reasonable. It was about like $2, I think. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead. To me, the book isn't really that. I mean, the first one was just fine. It's like the typical, paranormal, young adult, teenage themed book, wherein, like I said, girl meets guy who's unusual and happens to be like a mythical creature. Now, there were scenes here that were funny. I mean, it's more like the supporting characters, like, you know, Grace's friend April. She's really like this fashionable costume designer. So, yeah. Other than that, I think it was decent. I mean, it wasn't like to the point that I wanted to DNF the series. But yeah, it was just like, okay. So the next in the series we have The Lost Saint, or The Lost Saint. Now, I would have to say that this one is more, it had more fuel in it. It like kind of drove me. It was like more like, hurrah! So it was like, you know, you when this is sorry about the tongue tied. So yeah, the Lost Saint discusses about Grace now dealing with her inner wolf. Okay, and now that she gets to meet a new guy named Nathan Talbot, who apparently has this like hidden agenda in the story, and why he's been helping um, Grace. And to me, in this book, like I felt it elicited emotion to me. I kind of felt it was predictable in a way that that typical theme we're in. There's this like guy who's making you do all of these stuff, and then altogether has like this hidden agenda. And you know what? In this book, I was already annoyed with Talbot here, um, and I didn't expect that I would be even more annoyed in the next book. I'll tell you more about it once I get there. But overall, this book, like, it would really captivate the scenes. It kind of also reflects on. Actually, the whole series talks about. There's something about morality that's being discussed, which is really lovely. What else can I say about this book? Yep. So it does talk about like your inner quote unquote wolf inside of you, how it's being triggered, and like, I mean, is it really worth to use it? It's like Grace was like put into some sort of a moral dilemma between like Gabriel, talking about like her not giving into her wolf as opposed to Talbot, who's like kind of making her give into it. Yeah, overall, April's still funny in this book, and the ending was really cute. I don't know why I call it cute. You have to read it why I would call it cute. I'm kind of weird. You guys know that I'm weird. Weird is wonderful. So, yeah, it made me really want to, buy the next book after reading this, and it was lovely, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm not sure if it's being shown clearly. There. And the last would have to be The Savage Grace. Now, you know what, this book, I had to do like a special order because it's not like in print anymore, or it's not being sold in the retail stores here in the Philippines. Like Thank you so much, National Bookstore, for helping me out to get this copy, because I've always wanted it. I don't want my series to be incomplete, even though if they're kind of uneven. I'll show you guys how uneven it is. There you go. It's kind of uneven, but oh well. But yeah, this is like the last book in the trilogy. Now that the cute ending, we get to fall on that, and now Daniel is being tested whether he is a true alpha or not. And all throughout this book, there's a lot of action scenes. Just like here in The Lost Saint, there were a lot of action-packed scenes. I'm not really into action-packed scenes, but for some reason these books were able to like portray them in a way that I actually enjoyed them. So, yep, in this book, I just read this. As you see, this is one of the books in my first ever louisity book haul. Now it continues the story about, you know, will Daniel be the true alpha? Grace still dealing with her brother Jude, who still doesn't trust her. Also mentioned in this book, it was dealt in The Lost Saint as well. What else goes throughout the story? So basically now they are going to face this big challenge against the biggest villain, Caleb, which by the way was also mentioned in The Lost Saint. And Talbot, what's up with him? I don't like him, and I don't really trust him too. So, and for some reason, I just read this just like minutes ago, and I don't know for some reason why I teared up. It's rare that I tear up in books. Eliciting emotions, so perfect. But yeah, overall, I really love the series. I mean, the first one was a little just so-so, but you know, as the series progressed, it was a lot better. It was, you know, it elicited more emotions. It tackled, you know, themes like morality, giving into your inner wolf. I guess, like in life, they would say giving into your inner demon. Pardon me for saying that, but I think that's what is being talked about. And the author is like in Utah, which I know a lot of. I'm not from the United States. Pardon me for the hasty generalization, but I know that there are a lot of Mormons in Utah, although there are some societies that are still liberal there. But yeah, I guess that's where the whole, you know, pastor, church thing goes from. But yeah, this book talks a lot about morality. I don't know why it kind of rang in my head when I was reading this. I mean, when Talbot was like, or when every time that the whole inner wolf is being, you know, given, and it talks about forgiveness, healing, love, you know, which is really lovely about the book. So yeah, now come to think of it, like I mentioned, you know, that during the second or third books, like I loved it. I was like thinking, should I read The New Moon? Comment down below, because I think I've said in another video that I kind of dislike Twilight, and I know it's still there in my shelf, but it just looks good on my shelf, but I don't really like the story at all. But yeah, perhaps you can probably suggest whether I should give it a second chance. But the thing is, like, I felt really awful, you know, with that book as opposed to this, where that was more neutral. It was just like, okay. That one wasn't okay. But anyway, enough about talking about Twilight. Overall, I would have to give this between like 3.75 to 4.25 stars. The whole trilogy. I'm talking about the whole trilogy. Yeah. So here they are. So here's the trilogy. Okay, it's really cool. I think I'm gonna have to create like a thumbnail for it. So I guess that's about it. And I think I'm gonna add this to my one of the book series that I love. If I'm gonna be creating another video about that, I guess I'll be including these. So hopefully you babies will be featured. Hurrah! Yeah, hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Yeah, I love saying that hurrah thing lately. So yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You feel free to react, comment, suggest any other books or series or anything that you'd like to say. You can feel free to put it down in the comments section below, and also feel free to hit that subscribe button so that you will be posted about my videos, and also to click the bell icon. I think that could be somewhat helpful. Yes, well, and also check me out in LiveJournal and Wattpad. louisity, my Wattpad novel, I'm Always Treated Like a Girl, is out. 12 chapters are already out, I should say. So I hope you guys would also support that as well. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, unleash the reader in you. Bye, y'all.